This is a very big topic, but to put it simply, I would like to share with you the relationship between architecture, the environment, and humans. I think that's a very complex issue. As human civilization started, buildings have been pushing for the social development or adapt to social development in many different ways. In ancient society, humans had to use buildings to protect themselves against the uncertainty of harsh environment. As technology progresses, the functions of building have changed. We need to provide more aesthetic value as well as comfort to users. Sometimes the buildings have such impact on the environment that permanent damage has occurred. In modern times, people have a deeper understanding of the relationship between building, environment, and a human. People start to reflect the subtle relation between the three. In this process, we try to rebalance the roles and the proportion as well as the relationship between the three. In early times, people utilized buildings to protect against the harsh environment. Today, we use buildings to communicate with the surroundings. Architectural design is not limited to buildings themselves and the cities themselves. We pay more attention to the exchange with the environment, and we attempt to shape the environment. The environment is not a singular, inorganic body. It is the reflection of the human society and civilization. It is closely related to human beings. So in architectural design, we have to look at the bigger as well as smaller elements. When I talk about big, I mean the integration of buildings and the city. We try to build up communities with very charming texture, so that we can have very enjoyable neighborhood and a community. We try to integrate buildings with the city in a very organic way, and we also try to have a very good connectivity with the transit systems. This way, we can enhance the spatial value of cities, and the city functions can be continuously optimized. Pacific City in Hong Kong resides in Hong Kong. We don't know its floor ratio. The floor ratio is as high as 18 times. In mainland China, 6 would be a very unacceptable high number. But in Hong Kong, it's such a small city, so we raise it as high as 18. But you are in this Pacific City, you don't feel really depressed because we have very good design. Pacific Place in Hong Kong, so it's a very good case study. Tokyo Midtown is another wonderful example. There is an office, apartment, hotel, and a commercial space. There is a nice garden nearby. This garden has been very well utilized. Roppongi Hills have been completed for 10 years, but it still attracts a lot of people who try to borrow the experience of this very successful development. It preserves the waterway, the green space. It incorporates the park and the plaza nearby. About half of the landscape has been devoted to greenery, and the space is very artistic and human-friendly. It has arts, it has entertainment, commercial, as well as many other functions. Look at the rooftop. The rice has been grown on the rooftop. Local citizens are invited to sow and harvest. The city becomes a very complex, multi-use space. And this kind of integration is developing very rapidly. I think we have to take considerations of 4 key factors in designing integrated space. First, organic convergence of different functions and spaces to satisfy the needs of people at a different time all over the world. You can see the emergence and the surge of mixed use, complex and development. The second principle is to have more shared space for residents. Pay attention to the vertical pedestrian system organized appropriately, the city space broken by transportation. Thirdly, represent ecological factors in this vertical layout. Greenery should be part of the construction so that people can enjoy this ecology while shopping or going about their business. Fourthly, the recognizability of an integrated space. We have to consider the recognizability of these functions, architectural forms, and different layouts. This is the thinking behind the development of upper hills in Shenzhen. Through integrated design of buildings, environment, and the city, we try to incorporate existing city texture. This kind of thinking asks for the overall thinking of transportation functions as well as images. At the same time, we have to consider the city network as well as the environment. By utilizing different buildings, we can try to resolve some problems for the city. The Shenzhen Upper Hills locate next to 2 parks, the Lotus Park and the Bijiashan Park. Actually, the lot is right in the middle of these 2 parks. At the same time, it is surrounded by main roads of the city on the east, west, and south side. We are quite inspired by this very unique location. We decided to pay a lot of attention to connectivity. We try to connect different spaces. The first thing to do is to have this visual corridor and convert this visual corridor into 2 ecological green corridors connecting the 2 hills. We designed the rooftop of the shopping mall as an open town hall space. On the east and the west axis, we built an ecological passage for passengers as well as bicycle riders. And this corridor is connected with the roads of the 2 parks. So the project integrates seamlessly into these city passages. Passengers as well as the citizens can freely walk between the two parks. So this is not just a visual communication. Our complex is seamlessly connected with the city texture. Between the two parks, there is this green passage and an enclosed town. People who have done morning exercise can come here to get changed or even enjoy a shower. They are very close to the nature. At the same time, they can do shopping in this development. Wenhua, Orient East hotel chain has signed up to this development. It's going to be a very welcomed talent to this development. We also have a sightseeing platform. So the building is designed like a frame of a painting. This is very traditional Chinese method to incorporate landscape into buildings. And this alleviates the effect of a very large massing. At the same time, the beautiful scene in the distance is incorporated into the background of the building. We also have a passage for car and another passage for pedestrians. So the development is integrated with city texture in a very perfect way. We have a lot of exciting and interesting interactions. The interaction between humans and the buildings, the interaction between people and the society. So this is not just a development. It's more than that. Of course, what's more important is interaction between people. This human factor contributes greatly to the vibrancy of the development.
And at the same time, you can see that this type of abandoned railway system has become the connection between human beings. And now the fully defined or fully designed, the Eco Sky Bridge actually came from the original gardens kind of a twisted and zigzag bridge concept. Such kind of a concept is actually a guarantee and actually a change of the type of quite boring concept. Use it only as a sky bridge for people. But we have create a better kind of view and also have a very broadened horizon to let people to enjoy the scenery while slow down the walking speed and can feel that people are among the sceneries and landscapes. And we have used the lowest type of degree so that the disabled person can use wheelchairs also to walk on that particular path. All the design for such kind of bridge is really simple to create integration between human and nature. It is not a purposefully designed, but a quite natural kind of design, just like embedded into the nature. And also we have considered the sunshine, the strong sunshine and the typhoon in Shenzhen area. So we have also added up some greenings as well as the other complicated and complex plants. And also on two sides of the pedestrian street, we have used this type of natural leaning and create some plats or platform for people to make a rest and some chairs as well. Also, we have created a triangle-shaped greening public area to create a natural connection among different areas in this park, and there are multiple choices provided to the pedestrians to come up and down the street. So, for the conclusion, now the design for the modern landscape has transformed the original lonely and introverted garden into an open and extroverted city environment, and transformed from the garden, the urban area, into a urban in a garden. So this is an integral part in this area, and in this open public space, we have realized the communication among people, society, and nature, and we can enjoy more freedom and the sharing as well. The communication technology has made it very possible for further development and creation. Such kind of evaluation should be based on the city itself. Urban environment is a public resource. So the architecture design, while considering the utilization of resource, should also consider how can we embed this type of building more naturally into the environment. The human being must think about an innovative way to solve the problem occur because of the urbanization, and there are lots of problems that we need to face in order to solve all the problems. And I wish and I sincerely hope that you may have opportunity to travel to Shenzhen to look at this project, and this is especially what we are doing right now, and this demonstrates the development of Shenzhen. Please welcome all of you to the upper hills, which is under construction, to enjoy the connection among people, building, and nature. Thank you very much.